Hi. When I'm working with the Docker, I may have to handle a number of images. When I say handling collection of images, I may have to list what are all the images available locally and from where to get the images, how to clean the image collection and keep it tidy. One source of getting the image is a registry, and Docker Hub is a common public registry where I can get the images, and later point of time we will see how to host our own private registry. Let me go ahead and search for an image called Alpine. Alpine is a minimal Docker image based out of Alpine Linux, and its footprint within the storage is only 5 MB. It's a very commonly used image, and most of the images will be having Alpine as the base image, where we will be getting the entire functionality with the minimal footprint. Let me go ahead and get the details about this particular image. Every image will have an official image where it will not be prefixed with the account name or the organization name. In this case, Alpine, this is the official image. It is not prefixed. Let me go ahead and search another image, say MySQL. Again here MySQL, this is the official image. Like this, I may have image from a different vendors or different users. In that case, the user ID or the account ID or the organization ID will be prefixed before the image name. Let me go ahead and pull the Alpine image. If I get into the image details, I will be getting the command how to pull this particular image. And if I get into the tag, you will be having different tags on how to pull that specific tag. Say if you want to pull the version 3.9.5, you need to suffix the image name with the tag ID. Let me go ahead and pull the latest version. So pull, what it will do, it will just pull the image and store it locally, and I can list what are all the images available locally using the command docker image ls. So I do have two images. Let me go ahead and pull a different version of Alpine. Say this particular version I'm going to pull. Docker pull Alpine : 3.9.5. So it will pull that specific version. Now let me go ahead and list the images available. Observe very carefully. You see the footprint of the Alpine image is only 5.59 MB, whereas Nginx it's having 127 MB. I can go ahead and see the history of any specific image. I can say docker history Nginx. You will see various operations done against the Nginx and how this particular image was created. And there is another option to inspect the image. Docker image inspect Nginx, where we will be getting lots of information. I can filter any specific information I wanted out of this. I can go ahead and do that. We will be having a dedicated section to understand the inspect features. So here I will be having details like what was the base image, what are all the environmental variable that's going to get passed to the container that's going to get created with this specific image. All such informations we can get it using the inspect command. And in case if I don't want any specific image, I can go ahead and remove them. Let me use the command docker image ls. Out of this, I am going to remove this specific image Nginx. Docker image rm Nginx. So it will get removed. Let me go ahead and list the images available. And whenever I am going to run a container, automatically the image will get pulled in case if it is not available locally. And there is another command available called prune. Let me go ahead and see how prune going to work. Let me go ahead and issue the command docker image prune -help. If I say all, it's going to remove all the unused images, and if it doesn't give this option, it's going to just remove the dangling ones. When I say dangling ones, it will not be used with any of the underlying base images. Let me go ahead and use the option all and say prune. So all the unused images will be cleaned. Let me give the confirmation Y, and automatically all the unused images will get cleaned. Now let me go ahead and list the images. I don't have any image now. Now, if I start any container, automatically an image will get pulled, it will get stored locally, and it will start a new container out of that specific image. So we have seen how to manage the images, how to pull an image, and how to do the inspect history as well as prune using the Docker image command.